Alright, YouTube. So as you seen in the video I just played before this here, that's me welding up the rear end. I got it all welded up. Alright, so now this here is the have the rear end in. I got the wheels on both sides. The control arm brackets, the coilover shock brackets. And what I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna get this to 90 degrees because I have the mounts to put the shocks in. As you can see there's all the control arms here and there. I know you guys can see that there. I done cut out a little bit more of the floor of the car because not that bar there, but I got an 1 5/8" bar coming, and I have the tubing to connect it to the upper torque boxes. So once I get that in, that'll be another video. But in this video today, we're just going to be installing the coilover mounts. And then in the next video, I'll do the anti-roll bar with the links because the other anti-roll bar you guys seen, I got one. I bought some links for it. I'll be showing you guys that in a few. But today the video will be about installing the shocks. Get this to 90 degrees, put the shocks on, weld it up, and then we'll go from there. Alright, YouTube, this video is going to be about installing these shock mounts here. So I got these from TRZ. So they also have, this is the cross mount one, so the bar will mount like this here. They also have one that it mounts like this, like normal cars, but the way that I have the back part of the car, it's going to mount just like this. These also are some end links I got from them. I'm going to use these here. These will be for the anti-roll bar. It'll mount at the bottom. These were on the anti-roll bar, and as you can see, the difference between the two is a lot longer, so it can go up. And then also these here are 3/8 holes, which were for these bolts here. But I put my 1/2 inch ones on there, so I can put a 1/2 inch bolt in there and mount them up. It'll be on a anti-roll bar and on the bar that in the back of the car. As you can also see, I rosette weld these here on both sides, and then what I'm going to do is weld it out all the way around, and that's going to be on both of these. So also, as you can see, this one has a nut section here, so that's the part I'm going to use. And then the other side will go to, well, actually it'll mount just like this, and then the top, these here will go up there, and these will be at the bottom. And then these here is where these will mount. It will mount like this. It'll mount just like this. It'll go right on top of there. And then right here I have the anti-roll bar mount for the side cups. These here I'm not going to use. These came with the anti-roll bar end link because these are the 3/8 ones that fit for these. They're not going to fit for the 1/2 inch ones that I have right here. So I'm just going to save these and probably use it for something else. So in today's video, we're just going to be doing this right here. Is the coilover mount bracket. I'll go ahead and install these inside under the car and take you guys along while I do it. All right, YouTube. So we have the mounts up in there. I just need to tack them on both sides. But they're both in there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a tack, maybe like 4 tacks on each side for both of them. And then I'll weld it out. But that's the way it's going to look on both sides. I'll turn you guys back on after I do the tack, and then we'll go from there. All right, YouTube. As you can see, we have the coilover mounts in there. Have the rear end over there. I'm going to go ahead and put the rear end back in. This side I couldn't really get in that area, but I did get all the way around it. Got a couple mistakes I made around it though, but It's in there real good. So what we're gonna do next is gonna put the rear end back in, bolt it up, bolt up the shocks, and then that'll be it for this video. I'll show you guys after I get to that point. All right, YouTube, here's the finished product. I actually put the floor on the ground. I'm liking the stance so far. I know that I'm probably doing something I shouldn't do because I don't really have it connected back here, but it is sitting pretty well. I'm liking the way it's looking. What I'm gonna do is next is I'm gonna jack it back up and put it back where I had it, and then like I was saying, it'll be a cross member bar that go from here to the top of there. I'm thinking about running something from here to the back of there on both sides too, and then I'm also running 1.25 inches from there to here. And then like I was saying with the cage will be in, so it'll go through there, connect to the top, and then connect to the next bar, and then the next bar. So it'll connect the 3 bars. I'll actually get up under there and show you guys. All right, to YouTube. So like I was saying, the bars that come from the cage will come all the way back here also. So it'll go to the top of here, 2 spots there, 2 spots for the cross member where the shocks mount, and then to the top of the torque box, upper torque boxes. So next I'll be trying to get the anti-roll bar in, and then they'll mount up to here. And like I told you, the cage will mount up to there too, so everything will be tied in together. But this thing sits very low. Those torque boxes is probably, I'll say 12 inches off the ground right now. So I'm really liking it. So yeah, like I said, next it'll be the anti-roll bar. It'll be the cross member bar that goes to the front to connect to the upper torque box. And then we'll go from there working on the cage. But like I was saying, got the shocks mounted up on both sides. And so I'm just going to leave it like this for now. Start working on the anti-roll bar. I know that's going to kind of hang pretty low. It'll probably be like right here off the ground. Then it'll come up with the end links to the tabs up top.